Hi guys, welcome to Henry's advice column where I'm gonna give advice to you guys, and I'm Henry. I was feeling kind of frustrated with the whole only being able to respond to one a week format that we had in the newsletter. I'm getting so many great emails from you guys, and I want to be able to respond to as many of you as I can because you guys are very heartfelt and thoughtful in your outreach to me, and it makes me sad when I can't respond to as many of you as I want because I feel you guys all deserve a response. So we're going to try this out. It does take a little bit more work on my end, so I'm thinking I might do like digital version every other week and just type out a response to one on the other weeks. I don't know. We'll see. This is really fun for me though. I love talking. I can be way more expressive than I can over type over typology type version. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to post these on YouTube and then link to it in the newsletter. Okay. And it's a very rainy day outside. It's perfect for providing some thoughts and feelings to you guys. I feel like I should light a candle or something. That's exactly what I do. Boys Smells sent me these beautiful candles back during the holidays, and I've really been loving them, honestly. Thank you, Boys Smells. How sweet. Okay, and I'm coming to you guys live from my room. Don't look at this mess behind me, please. That's my dry cleaning I need to bring to the dry cleaner. Live from my room. This is a beautiful painting I have. Here's a surfboard that I don't ever ride anymore, and my big, giant, beautiful fiddle leaf plant, which I need to dust the leaves, apparently. Okay, let's get started. And guys, please give me guidance or advice on how I can make these better or more interesting for you guys to watch. That would be really helpful for me. Okay, we're gonna start. I got this lovely note from a young lady, and she says this. Why is the text so tiny? Hold on. Maybe, God forbid I put on my glasses. Jesus. Okay. I've been going out with a boy from my university for about a month, but we started texting right before our winter break, so we've been talking for 2. Today, he didn't call me when he had planned to, and after I reached out to ask if he was all right, he responded with cryptic, self-loathing, and vague answers. I already know what I'm going to say in response to this. He dumped all of his problems from his job on me, and it was really heavy, especially since things feel very new for us, but comfortable. He almost ended things with me, but before we talked about it and found a solution... Okay. He almost tried to dump you, but then you talked and found a solution. Naturally. I'm scared he's going to end things again while he navigates the situation because it's making him question his sense of sense, self, and purpose. It is incredibly selfish to be scared of losing him when he's dealing with something so personal. I'm not sure what to do, but be supportive and open to him even when I feel like it's a little early for him to dump this on me. I don't know how to go about this or what to do if he ends things because he's not some douchebag offhand. He's a really thoughtful and compassionate person. Please help in any way you can. Okay, thank you for the note. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I am not afraid to admit that I am a boy who has done very boyish things in his life. My college years, I was an asshole for sure. I had dark days in my college years. Girls mature so much earlier than boys do. Just by nature, when you're in college, girls are years and years and leaps and bounds ahead of boys are. He is going through what you probably figured out about yourself much earlier on in your life. And so my advice to you is this. Don't forget that he is a boy and he isn't on your level yet. And you need to, unfortunately, probably keep him at an arm's length. He clearly has a lot of stuff to figure out about himself before he has any business bringing anybody else in his life like you. Because you're in college, you should be having fun and being free and like living your best life and not having to worry about, like you said, the fear of losing somebody in your life. Now, I understand he's thoughtful and compassionate and you really appreciate him as a person. I think you should definitely probably cut things off yourself before he does it, but maybe you don't have to lose him from your life. I don't know. I would just wait until you're older. Boys in college are all like this. They won't admit that they are. But they're all crazy. They have a lot of figuring out to do. I was like that myself. I hope that was helpful. I don't know. See, I never know when I do this advice stuff. I never know if what I'm saying is actually helpful or if it's just so not right. You're clearly a very good person. I'm sure it's not beyond you to continue to support him through these times, but I wouldn't necessarily continue having him in your life as a romantic, romantic relationship. That was what I was looking for. Okay, we're moving right along. Okay, on to the next. Here we go. This sweet young lady says, "Hi, Henry. How do I stop feeling like all my friends and everyone around me has it together and is further along than me? I get that everyone's paths are different, but I feel really behind and insecure. For reference, I work at an elementary school with special ed children, and I'm going to school part-time for education to become a teacher. I'm a 25-year-old girly. Also, all my friends have their big girl jobs and have already graduated college." I wish I could start like a group chat with all of you guys, because I see a lot of you reaching out with very similar questions and needs for advice, and I'm sure a lot of you could benefit from chatting with each other. My thought to you is this, though. Of course, there's the cliche saying, comparison is the thief of joy. But, considering the route you're taking, it's only natural that this beginning portion of your post-college experience and career is going to be off to a slower start than your friends and your peers. But you're investing in yourself and in your future by taking the route that you're taking, which is furthering your education and getting the degrees and certificates you need to get the job that you dream of. This feeling of insecurity or, comparison to your peers is not unfamiliar to me. I failed out of college after my freshman year, and I had to essentially start completely over and set myself essentially almost 2 years behind everyone else in my grade, meaning when they all graduated and were off working in the big world and getting experience under the belt, I was still grinding away in school. And certainly I spent a lot of nights very anxious about how behind I was compared to all of them. What I have found has brought me joy in this life when those feelings return to me is that none of it matters. None of it matters. You have no idea what's going to happen to you a month from now or 2 months from now, or what success will come to you a year from now, and what hardships they might run into. It's all leveled out in the end. And also, there's nothing to compare yourself to them. There's no... In my mind, in high school, we're trained during high school and through college that we are all competing, how we do on our tests, what colleges we got into, what internships we all had. It's all very competitive up until this point in our lives. But what I taught myself and what I've learned is that when you reach this age, it no longer matters. You'll get there when you're meant to get there. And I'm proud of you, and the work you're doing is incredible. And we need more people like you in the world. And also, you're not selling your soul to corporate America, which is a huge plus because all your friends are, and that means they are not as cool or sweet or caring or compassionate as you are. And that counts for a lot in this life. Hey, all right. But my final thought is there are so many people who I get emails from who are experiencing this exact same sentiment that you just sent to me. So don't feel alone, because you're not. And don't compare yourself to your friends. They're doing what they're doing and you're doing what you're doing. Stay in your lane, keep your head down, work hard, and it'll pay off dividends in the future. Yeah. And you can always date someone super rich. You can always marry super rich. At the end of the day, you could just marry someone really rich and hot. Okay, the final one I'll do for this week comes from a young lady who says the following. I'm wondering if you have any advice on feeling stuck, especially in a job. I've never expected to be in the job I'm in now and have invested so many years in it. There are times I really enjoy my job. I like most of the things I do and the people I work with and interact with, but it's come to the point where I feel like I cannot leave, or I have invested too much time and it's too late to do anything else. I have a college degree collecting dust and a societal pressure to do something more. Is there a point where I stop feeling like I'm not doing anything with my life? How do I find room to explore my passions and interests while also feeling consumed by work? What if I don't even know what those are anymore? If I don't leave now, will I be stuck forever? Have you ever felt like this? P.S. Have you ever made chia pudding? I haven't. She says, feels like you would love or hate it. It's a fun breakfast or dessert. I actually don't know. I feel like I don't like it, but maybe I do. That's not the point. If I don't leave now, will I be stuck forever? The answer to that is absolutely not. You will not be stuck forever. One thing about studying for the LSAT is you're taught to never choose the answer that is an absolute. Absolutes never happen in our life. The only things that are absolutely certain to happen are death, taxes, and eating some chia seed pudding. Come on. What I tell people all the time and what I hear people saying all the time is it's never too late to try new things. It really never is. Especially in our 20s. I'm assuming, and I made a TikTok today saying never assume anything about anyone. I'm going to assume you're in your 20s. For the sake of my response, you're going to be in your 20s. What has dawned on me, especially observing my sister who's in her 30s, and as I've, talked to my coworkers who are in their 40s and 50s, it's never ever too late. And that is so reassuring for me to think about. I am someone who has always been over the top about not working more than I have to. And it's something that I remind my loved ones about all the time, is that we are in a bizarre society and time where the norm is to spend so much of our life doing our work and not doing the things that serve us. And it is okay to only work the 9 to 5 hours that you are being paid to work, and not any more than that. You have to stand up for yourself, and you have to make time for yourself. And it's the only way to survive in this world and find happiness. So that's how you would find room to explore your passions. As to figure out what those passions are, you know yourself better than anybody. Think about the things that make you happy and the things that you engage with on the internet. Like, what sort of TikTok stuff do you watch? What sort of YouTube videos do you watch? What sort of things give you a sense of fulfillment? And then what sort of hobbies can you do that are related to that? Don't be afraid to career change. It'll be way easier to do it now than it will be 5-10 years from now when you dig yourself in a hole in your industry and your job. Do it now. Don't look back. Don't think twice. You have to, in this life, take a chance and do the things that you think will make you happy. Ultimately, because that's the only thing we can do in this life. I hope that was helpful too. Guys, I don't know when I'm saying these things if they're helpful or not. We'll actually do one more. I found a lighthearted one to end off on. This young lady says at the end of March, she's off to Hawaii to visit one of her best friends who lives there. She'll be adventuring Oahu and Maui for a week and a half. She will, of course, have some of her favorite spots to share, but she knows Hawaii holds a special place in my heart, which does. I'm wearing my Honolulu Pawn Shop hat right now. Are there places, restaurants, activities that you always love and or recommend? Would love some inspo as I plan an itinerary. On Oahu, you should go to the Ho'omaluhia Botanical Garden. I hope I said that correctly, and I'm so sorry to any Hawaiians who are watching if I didn't. Ho'omaluhia. Makapu'u is my favorite beach in the world. That's on Oahu. On Maui, my also other favorite beach in the world, Makena State Beach. I would highly recommend going there. I just spend all my time in the water there, surfing, really. Definitely just go to as many museums as you can. Hawaiian history is fascinating. Ancient Hawaiian history is fascinating. Like World War II Hawaiian history is fascinating. I would certainly encourage you to read about the current state of Hawaii and how the people there view the world and how they view their relationship with the rest of the country. There's also, I would highly suggest, Anthony Bourdain has an episode where he goes to Maui and he speaks very well about sort of what I just talked about, the Hawaiian people and their history and their current state of Hawaiian people and their view of the world. So definitely watch that. I'm trying to think what else. Go to the North Shore on Oahu. On Maui, the road to Hana cliche is truly the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Be respectful and understanding. That's all I have to say. I hate, truly nothing I hate more than tourism culture in general. But tourism in the state of Hawaii is, you can very quickly be cringed out by tourists there because they don't understand where they are or what they're doing or who they're interacting with. Okay, I love you guys. I really hope you liked this. I liked it a lot. It was fun for me. Let me know if you want me to keep doing these on a weekly basis, or bi-weekly, I mean. I love you guys. Sorry if this advice wasn't helpful. Bye.